He tasted like sin and expensive whiskey, and I wanted to be drunk on him forever. That's a direct quote, people, from Nicole Snow's 3 Reckless Words. I mean, past the smelling salts and maybe a fire extinguisher.
Honey, you're going to hyperventilate. And honestly, that quote sounds like a rejected tagline for a bottom-shelf bourbon. Sin and expensive whiskey, it will make you forget your bad decisions and possibly your name.
You're just jealous because no one's ever described you as tasting like anything other than stale Cheetos and regret. This book is a masterpiece of romantic tension. We're talking runaway bride, Winnie, escaping a wedding that sounds about as appealing as a root canal.
I love a good root canal metaphor. Sets the mood perfectly. So, she ditches the altar, presumably leaving a trail of tulle and shattered dreams, and runs smack dab into, let me guess, a brooding billionaire with abs you could grate cheese on.
You're close. Archer Rory, single dad, billionaire, and yes, probably has abs of steel, though the book focuses more on his inner strength. He's got walls higher than the Great Wall of China, all thanks to a past betrayal. He's grumpy, he's gorgeous, he's gumpalicious.
Gumpalicious. Is that even a word? Did Nicole Snow invent a new adjective just for this person? I'm picturing someone made entirely of gummy bears now. A very, very angry gummy bear.
It's a vibe of brooding intensity. And Winnie, bless her heart, is pure sunshine. She's obsessed with bees. Bees?
So, the romantic tension is fueled by buzzing insects. Is this a romance novel or a nature documentary gone horribly wrong?
It's a metaphor for the sweetness of love, the sting of heartbreak, the purple honey.
Purple honey. Okay, now we've officially jumped the shark. Is this a euphemism? Because if this book gets any more suggestive, we're going to need a parental advisory warning.
It's actual purple honey, from special bees. Winnie's passionate about them. It's quirky, it's unique, it's
bizarre. It's like the author threw darts at a board labeled random character traits and landed on beekeeping enthusiast with a penchant for unnatural honey colors.
But that's what makes it so charming. And the forced proximity. They're stuck together in this cabin, him all brooding and protective, her all bright and determined to break down his walls.
Oh, I bet she breaks down his walls. With a jar of that purple honey, I presume. Here, Mr. Billionaire, have some special honey. It will loosen you right up.
You're terrible, but kind of accurate. The chemistry is electric. The reviewers are raving about the steamy tension and heated glances. One even said it was hot and steamy honey goodness.
So, it's sticky and explicit. Sounds like a recipe for a very uncomfortable reading experience. I'm picturing myself covered in honey, swatting at bees, and trying to decipher euphemisms. No, thank you.
But the emotional depth, it's not just about the honey. Archer's got a teenage son, Colt, who's a bit of a troublemaker, but also a sweetheart. There's family drama, past traumas, it's a roller coaster.
A roller coaster covered in honey and bees. I'm starting to feel itchy just thinking about it. And what about the plot? Does anything actually happen besides lingering glances and bee-related innuendos?
Of course, there's the whole runaway bride thing. Her controlling father and ex-fiancé are trying to drag her back to her gilded cage. Archer becomes her protector, her savior.
Oh, so it's a damsel in distress story with a side of apiculture. Groundbreaking. I bet the ex-fiancé is named Chad or Thad, and he wears a popped collar and drives a sports car he can't afford.
You're surprisingly close. And there's this whole scene where Colt and his friends set off fireworks, and Winnie calls Archer, and he shows up all gumpalicious and furious.
Let me guess, he rips his shirt off in a fit of rage, revealing those greater abs.
I can neither confirm nor deny that, but the point is it's intense. And then there's the 3 reckless words.
Oh, here we go. The title drop. Let me guess. I love bees. Purple honey, please. Get me Benadryl.
No, I won't spoil it, but it's powerful. It changes everything.
I bet it does. I bet it leads to more honey, related shenanigans, and a conveniently timed rainstorm that forces them to huddle together for warmth.
You're cynical, but even you have to admit, a runaway bride, a grumpy billionaire, a cabin in the woods, and a whole lot of bees, it's got potential.
Potential for disaster, maybe, or a very sticky lawsuit. But hey, I'm a sucker for a train wreck. So, final verdict, thumbs up or thumbs down?
2 thumbs up. This book is a wild, sweet, and surprisingly emotional ride. It's the perfect escape for anyone who needs a little honey in their life.
My final verdict, I need a shower, and possibly a therapist. But hey, if you're into billionaire beekeepers and purple honey euphemisms, knock yourself out. Just don't come crying to me when you develop a sudden fear of buzzing insects.
And we're taking calls. Tell us, listeners, what's the weirdest thing you've ever found in a romance novel? Bonus points if it involves an animal.
Oh, this should be good. I'm bracing myself for stories about amorous alpacas and seductive squirrels.
Don't be ridiculous. It will be mostly bees, probably. That is all for now from Heartbook Radio.